What's up, everybody? Rumfro here with the ARLS Gaming Channel, and today I am once again going to be watching Lock Me Dark Souls. I expect death. I expect death on a scale that is larger than any scale of death that I've ever seen in my life. If I don't see this much death, I will feel slightly ripped off, because that's for basically what I'm told Dark Souls is all about. So, want to give us a little explanation as to what's going on here, Locke?
So what we just accomplished in the last one, for those that did not see it, is we just beat up a statue. I think it was a statue. The first tutorial boss, and now we are wandering our way as some kind of cursed undead. I don't actually know where we're going. We're going somewhere.
We're going left.
That's right.
We're left.
I got
left is good. No, left.
What that? Graves. Okay. Grab the ghoulies here. Broken straight sword. Open menu. I don't care about your crap. Always mountains. Ooh.
That door seemed like it took an exceptionally long time to open.
Looks like a heavy wrought iron door. The sort that good people just don't build anymore. Oh. Don't fall off. Don't fall off.
What are those red things on the ground that you keep coming up against time to time?
Those are little messages. Those first ones are just like tutorial messages. But you can also leave messages for other folks. You can be honest or dishonest. It's kind of a 50-50 split. You can rate them. That's kind of Dark Souls' answer to interpersonal communication in a game that's about loneliness. Is that everything? It's also really nice because it's always about exploration. They put a lot of work into hiding things.
I really have to say I enjoy the fact that we're playing a game about loneliness together.
Isn't that nice? I'm gonna kill these guys. Yeah. Hoppa. Whoop. Ooh. Ow. Immediately struck by an arrow. Come on.
Watch out, that's how they got most of the guards in Skyrim.
Hut. Arrow to the knee! There is no reference that's too sacred. What is this? If I can make it through like the first couple episodes, not hurling myself off of a cliff to my death, I would be very pleased with that.
I will be disappointed.
What's over here? And the door, like the straight path, is almost always the wrong path, so I'm suspicious. Oh, it's a doggy! It's a dead dog.
That actually reminds me, just because the theme and the setting right now, it reminds me, did you ever see the movie Labyrinth? The old 80s movie Labyrinth? David Bowie?
Oh, yeah, I did. That was a weird movie.
That was a fantastic movie, and right now I'm trying to figure it out. I can't remember, but the main character, she comes up to a place that has two doors, and one of them always lies and one of them always tells the truth, and there's a way of figuring this out, and I can't remember what it is right now.
I think she asks, do you tell the truth? It's one of those...
Oh, she gets it horribly, horribly wrong.
What is this?
The bonfire, unkindled one.
But there is a question that you can specifically ask, that one will always lie and one will always tell the truth, but you'll be able to know which is which.
The lords have left their thrones and must be delivered.
Yeah, I don't remember. I like those kind of puzzles.
To this end,
Indeed. In fact, I've been looking at a lot of those lately. A lot of, there's another one about something to do with the Einstein riddle, which is a man steals a fish from a market. And it's a very long and very interactive riddle. But it's actually a pretty good little brain teaser.
Oh, I know that riddle. I bumped into that the other day. I think because we have the same login for YouTube right now for the channel, that we see a little bit of each other's history.
A little bit. So yeah, you see the basically the short version of it is the man who steals a fish hides in one of 5 houses along the street. All houses look exactly the same on the outside, but inside has a separate owner from a separate country. It has a different color in it. Each one has a different animal. Each owner drinks a different type of drink, so coffee or tea, and each one smokes a different brand of cigar. And you have, I think, 3 to 7 clues that are fact, and by retroactively working it out, you can figure out which one has the fish in the house. It's a really cool riddle.
Yeah, I was tempted to take a look at that riddle, but time being short these days.
Ashen one, to be unkindled is to be a
So this young lady here, there's always a lady that helps you level up and always is like functions as your guide. The short version of it is that these thrones that I'm around, the Lords of Ash have abandoned their throne and their duty to, I think what they're doing is trying to link the fire to keep life going, or the Age of Light going. And now it's my job, I guess, as the world's fire bouncer to bring them back. I'm not sure. I'm going to put this gigantic sword in this pile of ash, though.
Excellent. And in fact, as you do that, one of the guards will always tell the truth, and one always lies. You don't know which one is the truth teller or the liar either. You have to choose and open one of those doors, but you can only ask a single question of one of the guards. I actually have it here.
Oh, neat. What was the question?
Which do you ask to pick, or so you can pick the door to freedom? The answer is, if I asked which door led to freedom, what door would the other guard point to? If you asked the truthful guard, the truth guard would tell you that the liar guard would point to the door that leads to death. If you asked the liar guard would tell you that the truth guard would point to the door that leads to death. Therefore, no matter who you ask, one of the guards will tell you which door leads to death, and you can pick the other door.
Oh, neat.
Indeed.
Such as my
Logic.
So this fellow here that I'm talking to, a blacksmith, he has, I believe, been in at least 2 of the Souls games. And one of the questions that was asked is not... It doesn't matter. We know where this game takes place, but we don't know when. This shrine is the opening area of the first game, but was ruins.
So you would think this takes place beforehand?
Maybe?
Dark Souls 3, maybe?
But Dark Souls 1 is like the first cycle of Light and Dark. If that makes sense.
Okay.
Or at least, that's everything that I've been led to believe.
We
I will say that was a magnificent beard.
Oh, yes.
I can appreciate that beard.
He's probably single because of that beard, but he's a blacksmith. He can live with that.
Nah, man, guys with bitches. Guys with beards get all the bitches. And also tongue-tied.
take the joke. Asking us to seek the Lord's cinder and talking true legends. Those who...
I think what we need if we ever do find the time, if there's an interest in an audience for us to go through the original Souls, because the lore is like so interesting. It's a really well crafted story, and the symbolism. You don't get a lot of games that have like symbolism and like themes used correctly.
Oh,
But these ones have always impressed me.
and a seeker of lords.
That's excellent.
I'm talking like this little crispy fellow, Ludleth of Courland.
Not in bewilderment, as I say. I linked the fire long ago. If
Interesting.
expiation be thy want,
Now, what would happen if you hit him in the face?
my child.
He might die. I don't actually know, because I think he is super key to the story if he's on one of these thrones.
No need to be caught.
You generally can't kill super duper key people. I might be able to kill this gal, like the level up gal, but that probably wouldn't end well for me at all. I don't think there's anything else I can do here right now, so I'll have to bump off to the first area. Let's take one last look around. It's kind of neat to see this place whole. Yeah, because in the original Dark Souls, what you're doing is very originally the world was ruled by dragons, and it was an age of darkness, an age where nothing changed, and then a fire was born somehow, and that's where the original people and, quote, gods arose. And Dark Souls 1 takes place basically when their kingdom has started to crumble, when the fire is starting to die. So that's like, that is the first cycle. Dark Souls 2 takes place, we don't know when, somewhere long, long after. And so this one's just kind of up in the air.
So what you're saying is dragons are dicks.
Dragons are dead. And yes, definitely. So I'm going to the high walls of something. See if I can get something that's not just blue and heavy. Oh, there's a little thing.
There's
here.
nothing wrong with blue and heavy.
Well, sure there is. I mean, I want steel, not cloth, and probably literally a rock. Oh, big slow doors. They are so cinematic. The high wall of Lothric.
Now, I notice in the top left you've got 3 bars there. One is blue, one is red, one is green. I can assume that I know what the red one and the blue one do. What about the green one there?
The green one is my stamina, so that's like my physical endurance. The blue is the mana. That's only present in this particular game. So shielding, like if I block hits, that consumes a bit of mana. Or not mana, stamina.
Mm-hmm.
And if I attack, that takes up a bit of stamina. So for example, when I wail on this unsuspecting fool, it takes up a bit of my energy. It's one of the primary stats you can level up, and if you're going to wear and use heavy equipment, that you're going to need to invest in. Which I tend to. Like, I like shields. There we go.
Are these people?
I would assume so.
Interesting.
These, I'm guessing, are cursed ones. Just like me, except probably more hollow.
Also, why is your clothing slightly on fire?
I'm not entirely sure. I think that's like one of the gimmicks of this part of the series. Is in, like, to give you an example, in Dark Souls 1 and 2, when you died, you would become undead. Like, physically, you would look undead until you either restore your humanity somehow. In this one, I guess that's the same, like the same idea. Is when you beat a boss, you get to look sparkly. I don't know what it means yet, honestly.
Interesting.
Now, you might wonder why I'm killing all of these seemingly... Oh, holy shit, that's a dragon. All of these seemingly defenseless people, but if they wake up and all decide to stab me, I'm boned. That's a dragon. At least it looks like a dragon. They seem to make a difference between drakes and dragons. I couldn't tell you. Oh, that's... That's weird. People turning into trees, I guess.
That's definitely weird.
Very nice. Oh, this is going well so far. Which means right about now I'm going to be ambushed and die horribly.
Oh, that's fantastic.
That's what the viewers want. There we go.
That's
Pillage
what
that
I
corpse.
want.
Oh, I got me a longsword. What do you mean I can't use it? Why not?
It's not the size, it's how you use it.
Am I not able to use it?
Short swords do well too.
With present attributes? What do I need? Oh, I need more dexterity. Well, but... Well, I'll keep it equipped for now. I'm a man that likes his shields and his swords. The mace is good for crushing damage, though, so heavy opponents, the mace is useful.
That's another thing I've always found remarkably interesting, is the amount of actual thought process that went back into medieval warfare.
Well, folks always talk
basically,
about...
it was an excellent... it was an escalation of arms. So you had swords, and when swords became more prevalent, you started wearing the mithril. And so you would get things that could pierce mithril. So longer swords would be used. And as that continued on, you would get the full armor-plated knights. So you could barely stab into the armor plating on the knights, so you started using maces. And maces could puncture. And then people realized that it was impossible to move in suits of armor, at least quickly and for long periods of time. And they decided that it would be best to just go without armor.
Yeah. Well, that was also brought about by by firearms. Because firearms destroyed armor. I mean, a bullet's going to pierce through a breastplate as easily as anything else.
Oh, very easily. It's less than a quarter-inch thick of old steel.
Oh, look at all of them. I appreciate... I'll preface this. I appreciate the military history of the East, but it's given... Holy shit. Whoa. What the fuck am I supposed to do about that? Oh,
You're going to have a bad time.
No, I'm not going up there. Oh, holy shit.
But you wanna go up there so badly.
No, I don't. No.
I think you really do.
I'll try an inch closer. I'm gonna try an inch closer. Come on, are you gonna burn me? Yep. Oh god. Oh, holy shit! No,
It's okay. That dragon.
What about that
dragon? We'll name it Susan.
We will name it Susan. Susan is an ass. I'm gonna go the other way. You know what? That is beyond acceptable. That is everything that needs to be. So yep, that never happened. That place is dead to me. As I was saying, I appreciate the military history of the East. They had like their ideals of honor and of proper combat, like fantastic. But we often say that to the detriment of the West, and knighthood was just as advanced in their techniques and style as.
Oh God, we are watching the same videos.
Bam!
That is true, and that I would agree to that to a point. However, we're getting pretty close on our time limit here, so maybe I'll make that point for our next video.
Yeah, I think so. I should have enough time to quickly. Is that a dog? I'm gonna kill a dog. A bad dog. Is that arrow sticking out of him? Come on. Jeez. I've never cared for the dogs in these games, but that is just terrifying.
Oh, good lord.
You know what? With the time that we were left, I'm just going to quickly jump back and level up. I think that would be a good thing to do. And because the bonfires let you fast travel, which is super handy. As well, which you might know, when you die, any souls that you have, which is the currency, you drop them. If you die again before picking them up, they're gone. So it's very much a risk-reward business. I think the most I've ever lost was 100,000.
See, I have no idea how much that is, because like I said, I never played any of them, but that seems like a pretty significant number.
Yeah, it's enough to make me very sad. Oh, good. I can use my longsword. But no, I think that's actually then a great time to leave this episode off with. So thanks for watching, everybody. Next time, you're going to see me with this sexy poker. So stick around, like, comment, subscribe, and join us in the next Batch of Suffering. Take care.
I'll give you a hint. Whatever she is, she's pretty cheap.
Great.
Is she a rubber ducky?
Expensive.
And I'm not just talking about the game.
Stupid. Oh god. I'm not gonna make it, am I? Oh, get out of the way! Okay,
That dragon, though.
I know, like it's.
Damn it, Susan.
Get in. Oh, whoa!